Hi guys, welcome back to Hustle Tiny. This is Kate with you once again. Guys, before you judge, I am doing this video sitting on the floor because I am so flipping tired of being home. It's been like 2 months, so this is my new favorite spot. Don't judge. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. The rest of us, let's get started. So for those of you I interact with on Instagram, I created a poll this week because I wanted to find out how you feel about loans, how you feel about paying them back, your experience with loans so far, or if you're thinking about taking a loan, okay? So we've been talking so much about giving money, and today's video we're going to be talking about how to pay it back and what to consider if you want to take a loan at this moment in time or in your future. All right, so stay tuned to the end of the video for these tips and more. So from the results of the polls, it shows that so many of you have a negative attitude towards loans. It could be because of your own personal experience, or you watch somebody that you really care about get bogged down by loans, and maybe their homes and property were repossessed by banks and Shylocks. But there are good loans, and I'm here to tell you how to identify a loan that is good for you, all right, and what is bad for you. Cool. So a good loan looks like this. It is something that has favorable repayment terms. For example, the interest rates on this loan are low, okay? Also, it could be that the payback period is shorter, because if you have a long payback period, it means you're going to pay much more in the long run as opposed to what you actually borrowed. It also is a loan that is renegotiable, like after a period of maybe a year or two of repaying back the loan, you can go back and sit with whoever lent you the money and say, you know what, because I have been so good and here's my credit score, can we negotiate the terms of this loan again? All right. And the last bit is it's a loan that you took out to finance or refinance an income generating project. It means that you're not just borrowing money and it goes to waste. That's what a good loan looks like. In the previous video, we talked about getting money from your friends. Like if you're giving money to your friend to start a business, that's an example of a good loan because these terms are negotiable. The two of you can sit down and say, okay, here's how much I'm going to give you, and these are the terms that I need. You need to pay back in 2 years, you need to pay back this interest rate, and the two of you can negotiate, okay? That's what a good loan looks like. So next we're going to talk about what a bad loan looks like. So now that you know what a good loan looks like, you might as well stop at this point in the video, but I'm just going to explain because this needs to be very clear for everybody, okay? So a bad loan is one that you cannot renegotiate or you cannot negotiate the terms. This is especially true if this is your first time borrowing from a particular person or from a particular lending institution, because they do not know your credit history. So trusting you is going to be difficult. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. It just means you need to build up your score and go back, like we spoke about a few minutes earlier, and renegotiate, okay? The second thing is it probably has very high interest rates and a very long payback period, which means you're in the long run you're going to pay back much more than you borrowed, and it's going to drain you. And yeah, that's just basically not a good idea. And the last thing about a bad loan is if you're taking this money to finance your purchases that are not necessary. For example, you want to take a loan to take a holiday or for your wedding party, or just things that really can be financed through other means, your savings, or maybe they're not really necessary purchases, okay? For example, credit card debt, that's one really good example of a bad loan. So guys, I hope this video helped. I will leave my link to my Instagram in the description box below. You may follow me to catch up on the polls and find out what videos we're coming up with next, and we can also get an opinion from you about what you'd like to hear from us. And until next week, stay safe, stay home, and be a good person. Pay back your loans. Pay them back. Okay? Ciao, guys.